The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's weird right now. This live is probably not going to be as polished because who would ever think you would ever have to come out against these crazy kind of allegations? Like if I stumble over words, it doesn't mean I'm lying or I'm not telling the truth. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of anger. Um, there's a lot of trust broken. Um, and I want to address the whole thing like, well, AT2, this is what you get for doing this and that and that and this. I don't think I've ever brought up any serious allegations against anyone to defame them. Anything that I have talked about, it has been about what had happened on YouTube. I've never talked about anything that happened in anyone's personal life or took a story and then flipped it and reversed it. And I feel like people are trying to make their mark and trying to make their money. And I am completely fine with that. You want to make your money slandering me, doing all this ridiculous shit. Go ahead and be my guest. Go ahead and do it. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone that has had my back in all the messages and um damn it. It it really means a lot because people could have just stayed away and just said like, "Oh no, I'm not messing with him. I'm backing completely away." And there's just people just like, I always say, people in there windmilling for me. It really made a difference. It really let me know that you guys really do care about me beyond just YouTube, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna turn off my camera so I can get a Kleenex. I don't want to be up here crying. That's gonna be the next story. I was crying like a little bitch or something. I'm still here, y'all. But thank you to everybody. I don't know. I don't want to say names because if I miss out on people, just know like if you were a member, moderator, friend, we had a YouTube ship. I just want to say thank you to everybody that reached out to me. I will say that. I just don't want to say names because I don't want to forget anyone. Before I even get into how we got in this mess, I just want to say all the allegations are false. Um, it was a bad game, a telephone, and it seems that people were fighting with each other, people trying to expose each other, and I was basically collateral damage, basically. Shout out to the person that just became a member. I'm sorry. Oh, Kennedy. Thank you, Kennedy. And then also shout out to I think it was Chicky Boo who became a member. Thank you. I'm surprised anybody won. I just was all like, oh, people are gonna think I'm toxic. People are gonna believe this. And it was just gonna be this craziness. And like y'all have shown me so much love. Thank you, Perry, for the super chat. I appreciate that. So I really do appreciate that. Okay. So what I wanted to do was go ahead and pull up this email. I was gonna do a shared screen, but I don't even want to. I don't even feel comfortable doing a shared screen. So this is the email that kind of was the catalyst to everything. So basically, what happened was, oh, hold on, I can turn back on my camera for this. Hold on. Basically, what happened was that back in February, you guys remember that my address was being leaked, and then also there were people trying to name my family members. There was this whole crazy live. And remember, I always talk about when you're new in YouTube, you don't know how to handle things, you don't know where to go. Um, it was a scary moment, and I was like, "Yo, this is getting too real. I'm going to back out of this." I'm gonna back out of this. I'm quitting YouTube. I did this whole video. I said I regretted it, but at the time I don't. At this time, I don't regret it because that's how I felt in the moment. It was too much, and I was like, "Yo, if this is going to affect my real life, and it's not, hood life, you didn't have to do that. You have done so much for me already. Thank you. I really do appreciate that." Um, it was really crazy at that time, and I was like, whoa, this is getting too real. So before I had did the quit video, I had got this crazy email, and it was wild, and I didn't know how to handle it. And so I reached out to Yvette for help. She said, hey, I can call somebody in, do a favor, send me that email, and I can help you. So yes, I did reach out to her for help. I want to go through the email just to clarify some things because the word child was not mentioned in this email at all. But it seems that this was taken as a plot to try to destroy me. Thank you. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right. Fields of Grace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, but it seems like that email was taken as a plot to try to destroy me and try to take me down. So I'm gonna turn off my camera real quick. Actually, I can just cover up my face. I'm just gonna read the email. I did black out the part because I know people have showed it already, so I don't know why I blacked it out. My password has since been changed, but I wanted to let you know that they did partially know my password, but it wasn't the whole thing. So I got this random email from a Samuel Collins, right? It says, I know blank is one of your passwords on day of hack. It said, let's get directly to the point. Not one person has paid me to check about you. You do not know me. And remember, I'm new to YouTube, so I'm all like, what the hell is this? It says, you do not know me, and you're probably thinking why you're getting this email. In fact, I actually placed a malware on adult vids, adult porn. Hold on, let me read that part again. It says, in fact, I actually placed a malware on adult vids, said the word, adult explicit videos, websites. You know what you visited. This site to experience fun. You know what I mean, and it has what I mean in parentheses. You know what I mean. So in this email, it said nothing about child. And so it's just crazy how people are twisting this up. And, I might not like this individual, but I did see the first couple of minutes of Real's video where he was like, hey, this was sparked from an email. And immediately as he said that, it clicked to me what everybody was going crazy and what everybody was talking about. And basically the email goes on, and basically they wanted like $4,000, all that stuff. And so I had got this email a week prior. But the thing is that, at the time, nobody was trying to dox me. Nobody was coming at me. And then when people were this person was trying to release my information, I was all like, whoa. Oh, thank you guys. Shout out to Stephanie. Thank you. Shout out to CC. I appreciate that. Shout out to Cups. Thank you, Cups, for being a backbone because you've been here since the beginning. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Maria. You guys are really showing out. And it's not, and I'm not trying to do this for a click and a view. I need to clear my name, basically. So I sent that over to Yvette. Everything, me and Yvette's conversations were phone calls. So the only thing I have is that I sent the email. When she looked into it, she told me that, oh, this is just some spam. People have been getting these kind of emails and stuff like that. And now, fast forward to now, I understand that, a lot of people were getting these different weird emails and everything like that. So it was it was spam. But because of that situation that had happened where people were trying to dox me and stuff like that, I was really nervous about what was going on. And I was like, Yvette, can you look into this? But thank you, Southside. I appreciate that. I really do. It really, I trusted her as my friend at the time. And you can say whatever you want to. I know we have different falling outs, but at the time I trusted her as my friend. And she is, I'm not going to say was, she is in law enforcement. So I was all like, oh, she's the right person to help me. And mind you, there was a whole bunch of people reaching out to me. So I was like, hey, this is what I have, this is the information. But specifically, I told people about that email, but she's the only one that I sent it to because I felt that she was the right person to help me at the time, you know. So we fast forward. So I'm gonna fast forward. So that was handled. Um, I really don't think like the YouTube stuff had anything to. It is really important at this time. I'm just going to fast forward to the parts that include me because I feel that people were basically dragging me in their beefs and I was basically collateral damage. Um, so it seems like people are saying the red hot exposure video and stuff like that. Like, this seems like a cover up to take eyes off of me because I'm this nasty, disgusting person. And I want to tell you guys something. Whatever happened with Red Hot, she scammed people. That has nothing to do with somebody trying to cover up what's going on with me. And that narrative is crazy. That narrative is false. And I hope you burn in hell. And I know, and I'm trying not to cuss and stuff like that, but this is how I feel. If I want to tell a motherfucker to burn in hell, this is what I'm going to tell them. I think at this point, all that, oh, don't bash this person, don't bash that person, don't bash this person, all that shit in this live is thrown out the window. I'm gonna just be honest right now. Thank you, Patty and Austin. I appreciate that. Thank you. All that, being politically correct and stuff like that, all that is getting thrown out the window. It's getting thrown out the window at this point. Um, so I was supposed to be a part of that video where everything was going to be exposed because I had a phone conversation. And I was all like, because basically the wellness call is what sparked everything because Red Hot was supposed to be at a certain location and she was not at that location. She was at the location that she said had no power or electricity, and people had been sending her money. I actually know one of my moderators were supporting her and really sending her cash app. So this whole scheme is bigger than what you guys actually know about. You know what I mean? This whole scheme and everything like that happened. So that night I was called and was all like, hey, Bossy told me some things and I don't know how to tell you. But Bossy wanted me to tell you because she knows that we're close together. And I was like, okay, like, what is it? I'm thinking a lot of the times people will tell me things and I'm just all like, it's stupid YouTube stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Let me fix the screen so I can see yeah. Most of the time I'm all like, oh, it's just stupid YouTube shit. I was like, what can it be? So she was all like, Bossy told me that this is coming from Yvette, that you were you were talking to, there's some kind of video of you talking on the phone, and then your camera slipped and you were pleasuring yourself. Thank you, Margot. I appreciate that. And anybody else I missed on the Cash App, PayPal, I apologize. You were pleasuring yourself, and then your camera had the CP on it. Had CP on it. That's what was stated. And I was all like, what the hell? And then I was all like, go ahead and thank you, Toria. I appreciate that. I was all like, okay, let's go ahead and, talk about this. And then, the person was all like, let me go ahead and get Bossy on the phone. And so Bossy was on the phone with me and the other person. And then, they're trying to tell me like, oh, be careful. People are trying to set you up. People are doing this and that. And I'm paraphrasing. And it just seemed like, because what was told to me is like, you need to go through and delete everything in your computer. That's the reason why I backed out and hung up my phone, because people were telling me, somebody sent me 1999. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. Because they were telling me to delete everything and scrub my computer. And I was like, wait. I was like, I can't deal with this right now. I'm backing out. So I felt that these people are supposed to be my friends. And instead of them saying like, yo, we know this shit ain't true. We know this shit is not true. Instead of them saying this, they told me I need to go ahead and delete everything. And I was thinking in my head, no, I'm not going to delete shit. I'm not going to delete shit. Thank you, allegedly. I appreciate that. I'm not going to delete shit, because I want whoever is going to investigate me, if anybody is going to investigate me, I want you to check my computer. I want you to check my Chromebook. I want you to check everything. Because when they check everything and this turns out to be false, no, not turns out to be false. It is motherfucking false. When it turns out to be false, I am going to handle this properly. So I had to sit back with this, right? I had to sit back with this, and I'm all like, yo, what do I do? And the only thing that I could do legally was send a cease and desist. The only thing I can do was a cease and desist. And I was all like, well, sending a cease and desist, I don't think that's really going to help the situation, because if they are saying allegedly that Yvette is telling people this, then I don't. Thank you, Ruby Girl, and thank you, Hood Life. I appreciate that. If Yvette is allegedly telling them this, who else has she told? So I'm all thinking like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Because I don't know what to do to, thank you, Miss Joelle. I don't know what to do to protect myself at this time. I don't know what to do. So I was all like, okay, basically the only thing I could do, if this rumor got out, that's when you can actually take it and stuff like that. So I sat with this. And I'll be honest, the only other person I told was my moderators about this. Like, hey, there's gonna be like some. I told a couple of them. I told a couple of my moderators like, hey, this is gonna be like some crazy allegations going on. And I was all like, I just want you guys to be prepared. I don't think it's gonna get out, because it's gonna look horrible once they find out that this is all a lie, and people are going to get in trouble. I think this was going to be one of those nasty secrets that people are going to hold on to. Let me take you back, because we're going to get to Heidi, but I'm going to take you back. If you go to Heidi's video actually, I think it was on John's video, where Monica asked her, oh, are you suing AT2? Because he's telling everybody you're suing him. So Heidi goes like, no, I never said I was going to sue him or anything like that, but she alluded to, I would never suck his balls because I seen a video about blah, blah, blah. So she alluded to some kind of video. Mind you, this was before I had got this information about this secret crazy video. Thank you, Lucretia. I appreciate that. I really do. So she already alluded to some kind of secret video. Yeah. Thank you, Ruby girl. Thank you. When and I'll go further in with Heidi. But I just wanted to say that if you, me saying "suck my balls" and saying it as figurative speech, me saying "suck my balls" does not equate to you trying to destroy my life. I know we have this debate like you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say this word, you shouldn't say that. But if we look at it on the scale of everything, saying suck my balls to people that I thought were friends and turn their back on me does not equate for you trying to slander me. I just I don't understand, and yesterday I'm kind of jumping around, I'm sorry, but shit, I never expected I had to defend my fucking self against this bullshit. Um I was asking people when they were reaching out to me, right? I was asking people like, what did I do? I was asking people like, what did I honestly do? Like, you can say, because I know people are gonna look at this video and be like, well, AT2 has said this about me, he said that about me, he said this and that. Okay, besides all those things that I've said about you, which had to deal with YouTube, have I ever said you were a child, whatever? Have I ever said you were a domestic violence? Have I ever said, are scamming they like to say I scam the government for unemployment, but my unemployment is legit. And I don't even get unemployment, people. So whoever's trying to call unemployment, you look real stupid. Um, I don't talk about people's evictions. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Matilda's mom. I appreciate that. I don't talk about there's certain things that if it's not on YouTube and it's not something that will actually hurt people, and because you got to think about it this way. Oh, you can say, oh, I say drug allegations about people. All right, but don't we all the stuff that I report on or the stuff that I do videos on is stuff that has already happened in the past. There's no, oh, I'm breaking this exclusive, I'm breaking this exclusive. There's nothing like that you see where I'm trying to break an exclusive to shit on somebody and ruin their life. There's nothing like that. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Um, so going back to what I was talking about, so like a few, I think it was after the weekend. I don't know the exact date of when Sweet Pea messaged me, but Sweet Pea messaged me and was all like, hey, do you know what Bossy is saying about you and Yvette, and all this stuff? And I was like, yes, I know about that. I want to handle this legally. I'm trying to see what my options are because, like I said, if it wasn't brought out to the forefront, there's nothing that you can really do. You know what I mean? There's nothing that you can really do if it's not brought out to the forefront. If it's just hearsay, a cease and desist is the best thing you can do. There's not really anything to really take it to that next level when it's just an accusation and you don't know. You don't know if this is true or not. So moving back, me and Sweet Pea were talking and stuff like that. And it's funny how, she told me that she didn't believe it and that I need to sue their ass. And she was trying to help me and all this stuff. And because she was mad at Bossy and wanted to expose Bossy for lying and all that stuff, whatever. So yeah, it was all last week this happened. It was during the weekend. um Sweet Pea went live. This was not from yesterday. Sweet Pea had went live and was like, yeah, Bossy saying this and AT2, if you want to come up and talk about it. And I'm all like, no, like, didn't we just have a DM about me handling this behind the scenes? Like, I don't want to talk about this. And then when I put in the chat, like, no, everything is being handled legally. She was like, oh, no, I wasn't saying that you needed to talk on that. I was just saying in general, you know, you want to come out and just talk about it, you know, because she sounds nasally and everything. You know, everything's nasally. Blow your nose. Blow your nose. Blow your motherfucking nose. And stop sounding so fucking nasally. I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going there. So she's like, Auntie, now, if you want to come out here and just say something, and I said, no. She's like, no, I wasn't talking about saying that. I was just saying that. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. So I'm thinking like, yo, she's really trying to blow the shit out the water. And right there, I should have known something. I should have said like, yo, I need to come out against this. If you go to one of my members only live, I had said, yo, there's this nasty rumor out there. And like, you know, I got to handle this and blah, blah, blah. And so, and so, you know, that was the crazy part. So moving forward to yesterday, I had seen Sweetpea live, but I wasn't watching. I wasn't like watching it. They were all like, no, you need to watch this. You need to watch this because she said something about you, right? And I don't care if Sweetpea is here or not. She can be here. No, don't block her because I want to see the bullshit that she said. If this was this kind of live, I would say I'm gonna drop the link. I might drop the link at the end. I might. If I'm in the mood, I might drop the link at the end because I want to see you face to face when I give you this. I want to see you face to face. Motherfucker. Anyway. So she goes on live and then drops this whole story about the CP stuff, right? She drops this, right? And so then I'm like, oh my God, like, I was all like, because I wanted to immediately click the link originally, right? I wanted to click the link. And I'm sorry that if this story is long and all this stuff, but I want to say this shit one time and I want to get it over with. This is why I'm talking, because I want to say this shit now and then we're never going to address the shit. We're not going to come back to it at all. Let me just tell you that. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. I really do. Yes. So she drops it. Everybody, so what it was, it seemed like it was a thing against Bossy, right? And then Baby Doll had something to do with this, and then all these other different players had this and that and that and this to do with this. But I was collateral damage. It was all like, I'm gonna drop this nasty, ugly thing to get at Bossy. Whatever issue you had at Bossy and you claim to be real, you're this and that, you should have handled it with Bossy. You should have handled it with her. You trying to throw me under the bus to slander her is bullshit. At the end of the day, I don't even care if Bossy told you this, she told you that, she told you this. It should have been between you and her. And if you, her, and Baby Doll wanted to go at it, that's where it should have stayed, between you, her, and Baby Doll. But then you wanted to throw me in the mix somehow. You wanted to throw me in the mix after we already had this conversation. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shucky Ducky. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate it. You wanted to throw me in the mix of all this BS. And so I'm like, do I click the link? Do I click the link? Do I click the link? Like, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? And so, you know, Yvette comes on, and I swore in that live, Yvette said, you know, I swore she said something to the effect of like, that's not true. That's not true. And she was talking about the whole CP thing. She said, that's not true. I swore I heard her say that. So, you know, they get mad, they kick Yvette off, and I'm all like, no, don't kick her off. You need to bring her ass back on to clear this shit, you know? And I'm trying to be as nice as possible and not just cuss everybody out in the chat, you know? Thank you, Cups. Okay, I seen your cut. She did say that. And so when I got on the live stream, I was like, didn't Kimmy, somebody will tell you what CP is. I can't say it on camera. So whatchamacallit. So after they kicked her off, I got on live, and people told me not to do it, but I got on live, and I was like, yo, I need to so I was like, so Yvette got on here, and I'm paraphrasing what I said. I don't remember because I'm high strung right now. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. I was like, so Yvette said, it cleared my name, and she said I didn't say it. And then it was Baby Doll, Tenaki, and Sweetpea. They're all like, no, that's not what she said. And I was like, that's not what she said. I was so like, and like I was getting choked up on my words because I didn't have any nice words to say. When somebody is making a crazy accusation about you, like I said before, and I will apologize for the stuff that I say in the future, but today, everybody is going to get the motherfucking smoke. And I'm not playing any fucking games. So I was all like, so I dropped out. And then I seen people say it in the chat. Oh, well, why does he keep dropping out? Why does he keep dropping out? I don't know if you ever been accused of this shit before. I don't know if you've ever been accused of this shit before, but I haven't. So there's no rule book into how to act when somebody makes these crazy accusations about you. Even right now, people might say, oh, he's full of shit, he's lying, he's doing this and that. No one gives you a rule book on how to handle this shit. Nobody. So I stopped watching, and I was all like, yo, like this shit is crazy. And like, I'm talking to people and like, what do I do? What's my next move? Like, how do I move around and stuff like that? Then, dun dun dun, John Yates decides to post this thing on his Instagram talking about like, oh, I can't believe Sherelle will work with somebody like this. You thought this was nosy hoe? Again, they want to tie everybody's name into this so they can get the clicks and views and stuff like that. They want to tie people's names into it and stuff like that. They know what they're doing. They want to tie names into it to make it a bigger thing and get all these clicks and views and stuff like that. But right now, let me tell you something. And it's not about numbers at all. It's not about numbers. But these sick motherfuckers wanted to do panels with each other. This person going live, bringing up people on panels and shit like that. I have 755 people in the chat right now with just myself. But you wanted to bring up people on panel just to get clicks and views and shit like that. There's so many other things you can do to get clicks and views. Talk about yourself to get clicks and views. You can talk about whatever happened last year or this year or tomorrow, yesterday. It doesn't matter. If you put out content, people will come for the clicks and views. But these people doing lives, and I'm kind of fast forwarding, but these people doing lives about these serious accusations, going to YouTube. I'm not saying I'm not encouraging anybody technically to be all like, oh, you should go to the police because these accusations are false. But if you do, look at my computers. Look at my computers. You know what I mean? Look at my computers. But you guys are going live about this, laughing about this, having a good time with this information and not going to the police. You see how sick this is? And then you got crazy motherfuckers that probably follow you all like, oh, yeah, I know. He always seemed a little off. He always seemed whatever. I am fucking weird. Yeah, I might be fucking weird or whatever, oh, he's a little off, he's a little this, he's a little that. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. When you're making crazy accusations like that, all this shit is thrown out the window. Thank you, Dime Check. I appreciate that. All this shit gets thrown out the window. So we move to John Yates doing, posting that he's doing a video or whatever. In between time, I was on the phone with Yvette, like, yo, you need to clear this up. Because at first I was like, I'm not talking to her because pride got in the way. But I was like, no, you need to clear this up. And so when I'm talking to Yvette, she's trying to like say like, well, you know, there's things in it. And I was like, no, I just needed you to clear this up. I was like, why do you hate me this much? She couldn't give me a direct answer why she hated me this much. All she was doing was denying the accusations that she started this and all this stuff. You know what I mean? That's all she was doing. It was basically to clear her name and not saying like, yo, because my thing was that now we know from John and Heidi that she was on the phone with them and everything like that. Why didn't you immediately go live and be all like, no, we're going to shut this shit down right now? You should have went on your live, because as I understand, she didn't go live until like around 9 o'clock my time, if I'm right. Some of y'all might have been 11, 12, 1, 2, but she kind of waited the whole night. So we'll say that Sweetpea dropped this around 5-ish or something like that, 5 o'clock my time. And then John was going to go at 7 o'clock to try to compete with my live and trying to throw it off. And so, you know, in hopes that my guests wouldn't go live with me. We totally got the game. We know what you were doing. And I just wanted to say, shout out to everyone in Sherelle's world, because they're all like, we know this is not true. We're still continuing with the live. We're just going to be positive and we're going to move forward. There was nothing out there that they were never going to do the interview. What I said was that, yo, they're not going to want to, because I was worried about them being associated with my name. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate the super chat. I was worried about them being associated with my name. So it was me. It was my insecurity. They never said it. I said that, you know, they're not going to want to go live with me because this basically would hurt them. This is what I said. So it was never that. So all that stuff that John is saying is bullshit. So I didn't get a chance to watch his whole live because remember he was live at the same time, and we were going to continue and push through to the show. So I want to say thank you to them. Now with John's live, I guess they said the word allegedly, and thank you Starfish for being in the building. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I guess they said the word allegedly, but I didn't understand why, if John was going to go live with this information, why did he need Heidi? He needed Real. He needed Monica. Why were there a panel discussion on this? The reason why there was a panel discussion is because, you know, whatever information was sent to Heidi, they needed her there. Monica is mad about a fucking song. Monica is mad because I did a song. I've never doxed her. I never was okay with it. When the Tolbert lady, you can go back in my videos. I said, y'all, when they were saying the Tolbert lady was her, I said, no, she doesn't even sound like her. When they were like, teacup, say teacup, and she was saying teacup, it didn't even sound alike. The shit was fucking stupid. And I said it because I'm unfucking biased. Well, we're all biased to a certain degree, but I'm not going to put a lie on there. You know, you say it, oh, you need to be exposed. You need to be do this, do that. Show your face. Show who you really are. Show who you are. And this is the problem with a lot of that bullshit that's going on, trying to figure out who's lying, who's this, who's doing that, who's doing that. We're all, and I said this in previous videos before, you guys are looking ridiculous out there fighting for someone you don't even know. You guys are looking ridiculous for fighting for somebody you don't even know. We don't know this lady. We have assumptions of who she might be, but we don't know this lady. And this lady is able to hide behind a whole fucking facade, and we don't know who she is, and she can say whatever she wants. We know at the end of the day, the information that these people, these 4 people on the panel have said are bullshit. One of them accused me of wanting to beat up women. Talking about Real. He has since taken down the video. I will say that. He has since taken down the video. John has said, we've been going back and forth. with the whole drug thing, and I'm living in my mama's basement and all this stuff, and show me your house and all this stuff. Again, goes back to this being petty YouTube shit. Heidi doesn't have a real reason to be mad at me or to hate me because I said suck my balls. She doesn't have a real reason because it wasn't a proposition. Them teeth, her sucking my balls, them teeth would fuck up my scrotum. Let's be honest about that with those teeth. And Monica is mad about a damn song. She is mad about the song. That's what she's mad about. But other than that, there is no real reason for them to go this far except for a revenge plot to be like, yeah, AT2 did this, AT2 has done that, AT2 is da 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 da. Can I ask y'all a question? I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I'm going to play the song. I'm going to play the song because this might be people's first time listening to me. I'm going to play the song, but I want to ask you, what has AT2 done to deserve these crazy accusations? Because I would like an unbiased opinion, and I would like to know, what have I done that's so different from everyone else? You know what I mean? What have I done that's so different from what everyone else has done to each other where I deserve this accusation? I just want to ask you guys that.
Monica, this is for you, baby. Miss Bojangles herself, allegedly.
Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat. Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat.
When I first laid eyes on you, I nearly fell in love. Voice just like an angel sent from above. These haters try to find you, but I just wanna get inside you. I don't know who you are, but I know who I am. Monique or Yolanda, Kenya or Latanya, Carmen, San Diego, just tell me where to go. Clap, clap, clap it up for me, Monica. I wanna see you back it up for me, Monica. I know you're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as hell. I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. Yeah, you are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya.
Infamous on the feature. Let's ether this cartoon creature. Why didn't you just apologize and not perpetrate more Ples lies, hiding behind that cartoon disguise with a fake voice box? You're digitized. Manipulated the panel. You dropped the bag and you screwed your channel. Got more victims than COVID-19. These YouTube streets looking like a crime scene. Ples Marcella, Schoolboy and Bishop, Princess, So Debonair, you made them all quit. Repent, Miss Narcissist. I'm shaking right now. You are dismissed. Lost subscribers, you lost your views. Like Wiley's eyes, I was so confused. Then you had that fake interview with the chick who gave head to Jamal in the church pew. Sold your soul for a click and a view. Your page is through, and nosy hoe, she gon' find you. Queen of second rate clickbait. And who the hell would be friends with that meth mouth John Yates? Allegedly spilling stale tea, and no, you can't strike me or AT. When you send a fake cease and desist, get my name right, chick, it's infamous.
You're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya, yeah. You might be a Grand Theft Auto character, yeah.
Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat. Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat.
So moving on. Oh, and I didn't say because I want to go back to no, actually I'll fast forward to that later. But yeah, if honestly, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say about John and Monica. Monica, if you would like me to not play the song ever again, if this will make you happy to never play the song again, you can have it. I'll stop playing it. John, if you don't if you are mad or you feel like I replaced you and you feel that I took your spot or something, even though I had a relationship with these people beforehand, if you feel like I took your spot in any kind of way, I won't go on that channel ever again. If that's what makes y'all happy, then you won. You won. So I want to, it's always a thing because I'm scared to talk about. I'm not scared to talk about race at all, but sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to talk about race because it might get ugly, it might get this, it might get that. But I understand that if people are watching me and they know I'm black, they know I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. They know I'm black. No matter if they say I talk white or whatever, I was in the suburbs, no matter, I'm black. All of me is black. I'm black. Black, 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 black. Right? For black people to be saying, we need to call the cops on him. We need to call the cops. We need to call the cops. We need to call the cops. For black people to be saying that, to me, is very disgusting because I don't even want to talk about everybody else. I'm holding the black people accountable right now. For them to be like, we need to call the cops on him. We need to call the cops on him. We need to call the cops on him. What would happen if maybe my house was swatted? Somebody kicked down the door, right? The police kicked down the door. I'm not paying attention to what's going on. And I either get hurt or I get killed. I either get hurt or I get killed because of false allegations. I could be a fucking hashtag. And I hate bringing it so, I hate making this so serious, but it is serious. What would have happened if people are planning on listening to people like Sweetpea, listening to people like Monica, people listening like John and so forth? If people listen to them and go like, we're going to call the cops for allegations that have not been proven, we don't know anything, we're just assuming. So since we're assuming, we should just call just in case. We should just call just in case. We should just make a call. There's no merit to what's being said at all, but we should just make a call. People not even involved in the situation are like, yeah, we should just call. We should just call. You guys would either have me in jail or I could end up as a hashtag. I'm going to say that again because I don't think it's hidden for you motherfuckers out there. I could either end up in jail, which is fine because I can absolve myself, check everything. I haven't deleted or scrubbed anything. But what would happen if I became a hashtag? And don't put the hashtag in my chat. Don't say, I don't want to go that far. But say his name, Andre Turner II. Say his name, AT2. How would that make you guys feel if you've seen that? You woke up and seen, say his name, AT2. AT2, you see anything with YouTuber in the blogs or some shit like that. You see anything crazy like that. How would that make y'all feel? And then how do you think I feel living this reality? How do you think I feel living this reality? So I'm gonna go back to Sweet Pea or Pissy Pea, whatever you want to call her. At this time, I'm going to call her Pissy Pea. So Pissy Pea, I was all like, okay, she exposed this, whatever, you know. I was all like, I need to take a step back, and like I was all like, okay, I know I need to handle this a certain kind of way, and doing a video is not going to help my case, and it's not going to help me right now because of how serious this is. So I get messages, and they're saying that Pissy P is saying that she believes the allegations. Mind you, Pissy P was in my DMs defending me, saying that this was not true. Pissy P said earlier in her live that she knew the allegations were true, but she wanted to come back and be all like, oh, now that I see Goddess Raven talking about this, now that I see that this person is talking about this, now that I see that person is talking about this, I know that I can get clicks and views. I know I can get clicks and views if I slander AT2, because in there, in her video that she miraculously, you know, had came back and said now she believes these allegations. She said something like, oh, well, now that John Yates is saying this is how this shit all circles back. Let me tell you this. This is how this shit all circles back. She says, now that John Yates said something about it, I think it's true. And I'm paraphrasing, but she did say John Yates. If y'all want to pull up the actual quote, go ahead and pull up the quote. At this time, I don't give a damn about pulling up no actual quotes. I know what I heard with my own ears. So now she's trying to team up with this person. I heard that she's now trying to team up with Trees and this person and that person. The only thing I have to say to y'all is fuck you. So this brings us to, and I'm kind of fast forwarding, there's so much that happened, you guys. There's so much that happened. And I'm sorry to get, and I did brush my teeth. I promise, I did brush my teeth. You know, you got to laugh a little bit to keep from crying, you know? Right, you're right about that, Kennedy. You're right about that. It does not guarantee my safety or anything. Just quitting and being like, okay, I'm off of YouTube. It does not. It does not at the end of the day. So, Real does a live. And then I don't know if Real, I think, okay, no. Before that, Yvette does a live, right? Yvette does a live. Damn, this is going to be a long live, though. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm apologizing in advance, but there's so much that happened. See, I'm skipping stuff. Yvette goes live because I'm like, after I did my interview, I'm calling Yvette all like, are you going live? Are you going live? And get this. I don't think me asking her to go live to clear this up is a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. If people are saying these allegations came from you, you need to clear this shit up. Shout out to Perry and shout out to Gypsy Soul for becoming a member. I'm sorry I didn't shout you guys earlier. But if they're saying this came from you, you need to clear this shit up. And so she was on there, right? And she's going around in circles talking about and here's the thing. This is the same thing with Sweetpea, and this is the same thing that I have with Dear Yvette. If this has to do with some stupid YouTube beef or whatever, then that needs to be a separate video. The video about me and these crazy allegations need to be its own separate video. It does not need to be mixed in because it gets jumbled in, and that's where the confusion comes into play. Because no one is hearing that these allegations are false. These allegations are false. These allegations are false. No one's hearing that because you're jumbling up with other bullshit. You're jumbling it up with other stuff that don't matter. People are there to know, like, yo, is this real? You know, like, people want to know, is this real? What's going on? You mixing in everything else, it's crazy to me. Let me know if I'm wrong. Since y'all hate the 30-second countdowns, I need to get some more water. Let me know if I'm crazy, and let me know if I'm wrong for putting pressure on her to clear it up and not mix it in with other bullshit. Whew. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you becoming a member. Thank you, Dion. Love you for that. Let's go back a minute. So, with that being said, I was on the live. I was watching it. I was ignoring everything else because I'm like, I'm watching this live because I need to hear her clear up my name, right? So I'm waiting for her to clear this shit up, right? I'm waiting. And so Bossy was like, hey, because I messaged Bossy, I was like, Bossy, clear my name. You know, I'm messaging her on Instagram. And so, you know, Bossy was like, can I just say something? She was all like, you know, I just want to say that the allegations against AT2 are false, blah, 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 whatever, right? And mind you, and I'm not saying that I'm not mad at Bossy at all for even telling people about this. I'm not saying I'm not mad at Bossy, but whatever situation that happened, I feel that she was trying to help me, but it ended up hindering me because you were telling other people. We can talk another video about our character flaws, but this shit is about me right now. So, you know, she was like, I just want to say the allegations are false. And then Yvette goes like, oh, no, some to the effect like we're gonna circle all back to that, you know, in a minute. And I'm kind of like, no, don't circle back to anything. So I'm calling Bossy on Instagram, right? I'm calling. This is why she kept muting her mic. And I was like, yo, I need you to tell people that this is false. Like, I need you to say it strongly and have some conviction in your voice when you said it. I was like, when you said it, you were like, the allegations are true. And then she told me, you know, she's going through health stuff and stuff like that. And at that point, I wanted to say, I don't give a damn what is wrong with you. You need to clear this shit up because your name is in this too. You know, your name is in this too. So I'm thinking like, I'm trying to be as nice as possible because yes, I do know I was even on the phone with her when she was going through medical things and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, I do know she was being serious, but I don't care if you couldn't fucking breathe. I need you to clear this shit up. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if you were sick or not. I need you to clear this up. I don't know if you needed to write a note or hold a sign that said AT2, these rumors are false. I didn't care what your disposition was or anything. So they finally get around to saying in a certain kind of way that it was false. But it wasn't believable because they had, again, they had a whole bunch of people on panel and stuff. The message got lost because if anything, when Yvette did her video, this is how I know Yvette wasn't strong with her video. This is how I know. Because this shit has continued after her video. That's how I know she wasn't strong. Thank you, Deirdre. Thank you so much. And Deirdre, I'll be reaching out to you later. You know, I definitely will be reaching out to you later. But like I said, if she cleared it up in her video, right? No one would be making tens, billions, and thousands of video after it, accusing me of anything if she cleared it up. Remember, no matter if Yvette said it or not, yes, and thank you for the super chats. Thank you. I know I'm missing them. I just don't want to lose. Thank you, Sharita. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mental Black. I appreciate that as well, too. But, you know, it should have been deaded with over that. So then we go into Real's live. And mind you, me and Real had our history. We still have our history. He actually called me this morning and said he didn't want to, like he said in his video, he didn't want to put that blanket on a black man. So I think, you know, I think when the public, and I want to, and this is where I want to say again, thank you to everyone that had my back. Thank you to everyone that reached out to me. Thank you to everyone that just supported me and was all like, this is bullshit, because I needed y'all. I needed y'all more than you needed me. And I just appreciate that. But I think when the public opinion turned, where at first it was like, maybe this does have some credibility. But thank you, Wendy Lucas. I appreciate that. When the credibility turned false and it was all like, yo, what's really going on? I think that's when it really flipped and people were like, oh shit, this is a false allegation. And so Real, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to clean that shit up because he was all like, oh, say what you want about Real, he's stupid, he this and that. The motherfucker knew that this shit wasn't looking good. And so he knew he had to go live. So Real goes live and he goes like, oh, just like I said in the beginning of the video for the people that were here late, he said like, oh, well, I heard it and it had nothing to do with nothing that mentioned child in it. It had nothing to do with any word that mentioned child in it, right? And so Real goes like, Real, he was all like, it was this email. As soon as she said that, I was all like, wait, this was sparked from that email that I sent Yvette. And she said that it absolved me from everything, like somebody said they hacked into my camera and stuff like that and all this stuff. Let's be honest. I honestly, I can't use the P word. I mean, you know what? Never mind. It's not even about that. But at the end of the day, whatever I do in my personal life, if I tell you something like, hey, these people are saying this, I don't know where this is coming from, it's not your job to take that information and tell other people. Whether you said this, twist the words up or whatever, this was your fault for even mentioning it, at the end of the day. And faults of other people, obviously, for spreading this false ass narrative. So then all of a sudden on Real's panel, and I'm fast forwarding, it basically it all went to shit because everybody's like, well, no, this person said this and I got this text message and and everybody is going crazy. And I was like, wow. They are eating each other up. They are eating each other up right now because they realize, yo, this is some bullshit. And now we got to save ourselves because no matter what you say, like, oh, well, I said allegedly, oh, I said that I heard it from this person, I heard it from that person. They realize like, oh shit, like this is serious and we all can go down for this because you guys said because it's not like you were reporting on this as like, oh, I'm an outside bystander and I'm just reporting on this, You reported on it that you were close to the situation. I don't think people realize that. I don't think people realize that they reported on this as if they were close to the situation. Like, I heard it from this person, person heard it from that person. So I'm not going to say anything about legal. I know people are wondering like, oh, what are you going to do, AT2? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? If anybody wants to help me, reach out to me. That's what I will say. As far as, maybe just some advice, money, whatever it is, reach out to me. IG, AT2 _ for real. Reach out to me. So John exposed this text message that Heidi had sent him that said, oh, yeah, I heard about this or whatever. So him showing that text message actually showed that, oh, this was all a plot, because after Real's live, John goes live and he's talking to Heidi, and Heidi goes like, oh yeah, John, I told you not to do it, but you just went ahead and did it, and I knew you were gonna do it. Like all nonchalant, like, whatever. No, it ain't no fucking whatever. Are you out your damn mind? So it was a plot. You wanted to go live at the same time so it could be like a competition between two shows. I'm gonna slander his name and then get the internet going crazy and everything like that. So then we can slander this man and take him down because I finally got AT2. I finally got him. Yes, we finally got him. I just don't understand this whole, I finally got him. Shout out to Laugh Gags and Gossip. I appreciate that. I finally got him. Oh, also, Xylee, Amzy, I seen your comment. Thank you. We finally got him. No matter if this is true or not, we finally got him. And I'm just all like, damn. It wasn't like, oh, they did a video that I had a falling out with a YouTuber. I would definitely appreciate that. If I had a video about me falling out with a YouTuber or something like that, that's fair game. That's fair game. Something that involves children, to me, that's not fair game. That's not fair game at all. Now, also with the Monica thing, because someone said I was trying to dox her. I made commentary on the situation as other people have made commentary on it as well too. Thank you, Sharita, for the super sticker. I made commentary on a situation as other people have made commentary on a situation. Let's be real about that. You didn't see me on Nosy's channel doing this and that and that and this. You didn't see that. You see me make commentary on a situation like everyone. So at the end of the day, since everybody made commentary about Monica, we all deserve crazy allegations. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. It don't equal out. It don't equate to nothing. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. If you want to go after whatever person that did this to you, be my guest and do all of that. But you're not going to put that blanket on me that I had something to do with this. You're not going to put that blanket on me. And especially, I don't delete my videos. I don't delete mine. So my shit is all out there. Because I said, I always tell these YouTubers, don't delete your videos. You might have said something wrong. If you apologize in your video, go ahead and do that. But this shows your progression and this shows your journey. You can tell from when AT2 first started doing YouTube until now, there is progression. And you see my story. This video will not be privated because you see my history and you see my story. You see my history and you see my story. This video will not be privated. This video will stay up forever and ever. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Thank you, Shyla. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I feel like I've said everything that I needed to say. Yes, there could be more that I could say, but it doesn't have anything to do with the situation. It's more about my personal feelings, and I feel like I gave a lot of my personal feelings, what's going on. I want to say, it's been a couple of weeks where, I was really making the change, and I was getting your messages, and I read your messages all the time. I'm tired of the YouTube drama. I'm tired of it. It's gotten real ugly. It keeps going on and on. I'm tired of this investigation. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of this. And I was like, yo, I'm listening to the people. Sunday karaoke. I've been doing the conversation, the interviews and stuff like that. I did do a terrorization. People look for me. Oh, yeah, we want to terrorize these YouTube streets. It's something fun. It's something lighthearted. It's never that deep, the whole terrorization thing, And no, I'm not stopping the terrorization because today you motherfuckers need to be terrorized. Verbally. Let me clarify that just in case. And I started doing the interviews and the conversations. People don't like the karaoke. People don't like the conversations. People don't like the interviews. People don't like this. At the end of the day, no matter what you do, people are just not going to like you for you. They're just not going to like you. No matter what you do, they're just not going to like you. So what you have to do is keep continuing to be you. Keep continuing to be motherfucking great. You continue to be motherfucking great. That's what you continue to do. Anyone that I have hurt in the past, anything that I might have said ugly, nasty, disgusting things, even if I felt that I did not mean any harm by it, if I did harm you, I apologize. If I harmed you, I apologize. Thank you, Sadie. I appreciate that. Also, thank you, Pink Lemonade. I appreciate your super chat. Oh, no. Did I time you out? I'm sorry if I timed you out. No, I don't think I did. Sorry. Untime her out if I did. Thank you, Gypsy Soul. I appreciate that. If I did anything wrong to anyone where they felt that any allegations I made towards them is on this level, I apologize. I apologize if any of the allegations that I made or anything that I said against you, even if I didn't believe in my heart that it was that bad and it was just funny and all that stuff. I want to apologize because I can be man enough to apologize for it. Whatever hate that you have in your heart for me, continue to have it. I'm not going to tell you not to have any hate in your heart. I'm not going to tell you guys, you should all love me and and all this stuff. Right, Dorothy, thank you. You are free to do whatever you want to. You are free to do whatever you want to, but I am going to apologize for anything. And I'm not saying tomorrow I'm going to be a better person and stuff like that. No, because I might just be petty again. I can't say, oh, I'm never going to be petty again. But, from time to time. But I always thought when I was being petty, I always thought I was making it fun. I guess not. I guess it was hurtful to people. So if it is hurtful, I want to apologize for that. Thank you, Heart of Inspiration. I appreciate that. I really do. I know people are saying, like, you don't have to apologize. Why are you apologizing for this? But no. I'm going to apologize for it, and we're going to let it go. With Yvette, we made a truce a week ago, and then this information came out after the truce. As far as me saying your name in in future videos, I will never say it again. I already told my members that we weren't going to say the mall cop thing. We are going to respect your job, whatever it is. We are going to respect it. We're not going to mess with that. You worked hard for your job. And my people, we are not going to mess with you at all. And I don't think any of my people have done anything like that. So I want to apologize if that's what you're thinking, anything like that, But you do need to be held accountable. I will backtrack on that. You do need to be held accountable. But as far as me saying your name on YouTube, it's not fun for me. I've said all that I've had to say. I don't think there's anything more to say to you at this point. I just will pray for you. Mm. Mm. Y'all, thank you to everybody who's cashed app, Venmo, super chatted, super stickered. Thank you to everybody that has shown me so much love and support. We have 857 people in the chat. So whether you was hating, watching from the sidelines, or you are here for support, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you just for the support. Thank you for loving me, and thank you for trusting me, because trust is a big thing. Thank you for trusting me. I'm probably going to do a members live today, just so that I can tell my members a little bit more. But as far as YouTube today, I'm I'm probably going to stay off the internet. I'm probably going to stay off the internet for a few days and come back Monday refreshed. If I feel inspired and I want to give a word to the people, maybe I'll come back on Sunday. But definitely for the rest of the day, yeah, we kind of done. Because I want to just I just want to move forward from this, and hopefully this is the right step into moving forward. I love y'all. We out of here. Be safe, y'all. Have a great weekend, and I love y'all. Deuces.
Monica, this is for you, baby. Miss Bojangles herself, allegedly.
Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat. Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat.
When I first laid eyes on you, I nearly fell in love. Voice just like an angel sent from above. These haters try to find you, but I just wanna get inside you. I don't know who you are, but I know who I am. Monique or Yolanda, Kenya or Latanya, Carmen, San Diego, just tell me where to go. Clap, clap, clap it up for me, Monica. I wanna see you back it up for me, Monica. I know you're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as hell. I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. Yeah, you are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya.
Infamous on the feature. Let's ether this cartoon creature. Why didn't you just apologize and not perpetrate more ples lies, hiding behind that cartoon disguise with a fake voice box you're digitized? Manipulated the panel. You dropped the bag and you screwed your channel. Got more victims than COVID-19. These YouTube streets looking like a crime scene. Plus Marcella, Schoolboy and Bishop, Princess, so debonair, you made them all quit. Repent, Miss Narcissist. I'm shaking right now. You are dismissed. Lost subscribers, you lost your views. Like Wiley's eyes, I was so confused. Then you had that fake interview with the chick who gave head to Jamal in the church pew. Sold your soul for a click and a view. Your page is through, and nosy hoe, she gon' find you. Queen of second rate clickbait. And who the hell would be friends with that meth mouth John Yates? Allegedly spilling stale tea, and no, you can't strike me or AT. When you send a fake cease and desist, get my name right, chick, it's infamous.
You're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya, yeah. You might be a Grand Theft Auto character, yeah.
Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat.